Hey everyone, and welcome to This Explainer. Today we're diving into a literal game changer, a revolutionary 60-second daily habit put together by neurologist Dr. Richard Ben. If you've been feeling like your mind is just a bit cloudy lately or you're losing your edge, you're in the right place. This explainer is going to show you exactly how to banish that mental fog and really sharpen your memory using nothing but applied neuroscience. It's incredibly cool stuff.
So, here's our roadmap for today. We're going to cover the memory loss myth, neuroplasticity in action, the step-by-step 60-second brain workout, a 4 weeks to mastery progression plan, and finally, how to maximize your mental results. Let's get right to it.
All right, starting off with Section 1, the memory loss myth and why we forget.
So tell me if this sounds familiar. You walk into a room in your own house, you stop right in the doorway, and your mind goes completely blank. You have absolutely no idea what you went in there for. Or maybe you've had a word just endlessly stuck on the tip of your tongue, or you forgot someone's name literally seconds after they told you. We've all been there, right? These little mental short circuits are super frustrating, and over time they start to plant this really unsettling doubt in our heads. We start thinking, oh man, am I losing my memory?
And what's the go-to excuse we always hear when that happens? It's just age. We hear it everywhere, in jokes, movies, just chatting with friends. But Dr. Ben emphasizes that this is actually a deeply toxic myth. It's toxic because it makes us just throw in the towel. If we believe our memory is inevitably fading and we can't do a single thing about it, we stop challenging our minds. And by giving up before we even try, we actually speed up the exact cognitive decline we're so terrified of. Crazy, right? So we really need a total paradigm shift here. Think about it. The old school view tells us the brain is like a machine that just inevitably rusts over time, wear and tear, right? But modern neurology, it gives us this beautiful, scientifically backed view of the brain as a garden. Now, if you ignore a garden, sure, the weeds take over and the flowers die. But if you care for it, if you water it and pull out those weeds, that garden can bloom again. And it honestly doesn't matter how many winters have passed.
Moving right along to Section 2, neuroplasticity in action and discovering the brain's power.
This whole ability to bloom again, it's called neuroplasticity. Basically, it's the brain's extraordinary ability to create, reorganize, and repair its neuroconnections at literally any age. Dr. Ben uses a brilliant analogy here. Imagine your neural pathways are like trails in a dense forest. Every time you learn something new, you carve out a tiny path. Repeat that action, the path gets a little wider, eventually becoming this massive paved highway. But if you neglect it, the trail just gets overgrown. The absolute best part, though, is that this trail-building ability never, ever disappears with age. It is always there, just waiting for you to spark it.
To really see this in action, let's look at one of Dr. Ben's patients, a guy named Ramon. Ramon was a 78-year-old retired carpenter. Super proud guy. Spent his whole life using his mind and his hands to build beautiful things. But his mind was starting to fail him. He was stopping mid-sentence. He was forgetting his own grandson Lucas's name. It was heartbreaking. Ramon had totally resigned himself to this shrinking mental world, just sitting in front of the TV all day, until he agreed to try this seemingly silly, 1-minute daily exercise his doctor suggested.
Fast forward just 4 weeks later, Ramon came back to the clinic a totally changed man. The results were mind-blowing. Not only was he tracking the news again, but he flawlessly recalled this highly detailed story about a wooden toy he'd made decades ago, remembering the exact type of wood he used, even the name of their dog from back then. He even remembered a 30-year-old workshop friend's name out of the blue. As Ramon put it, it was as if a closed window had suddenly been thrown open. This wasn't some miracle. This was targeted neuroplasticity in action.
Okay, Section 3, the 60-second brain workout and how to build new pathways. Let's break down the exact routine Ramon used.
So, I want you to mentally walk through this with me. You don't need any equipment, just a chair and 60 seconds of absolute, uninterrupted focus. We kick off with Phase 1, preparation. Just sit at the edge of a chair, back straight but relaxed. Plant your feet firmly on the floor, rest your hands on your thighs, close your eyes, and take a deep, centering breath to just drop all that tension. You're basically priming your body and mind to dial in.
Next up, the activation phase. For the first 30 seconds, you slowly raise your right arm forward until it's parallel to the floor, inhaling slowly through your nose for a mental count of 4. Then lower it back down to your thigh, exhaling slowly through your mouth for another count of 4. Then, you just repeat that exact same motion and breathing with your left arm, up for 4 seconds,
down for 4 seconds. Nice and steady, alternating arms, absolutely no rushing for exactly 30 seconds.
Now, for the final 30 seconds, we hit the mental challenge phase. You keep that exact same physical movement and breathing rhythm going, but here's the twist. You add dual tasking. You start naming items in a simple category, like fruits. So, right arm goes up, you inhale, you say apple. Lower it, think of the next one. Left arm goes up, you inhale, you say banana. Keep that going for 30 seconds. And hey, if your mind goes completely blank, which, let's be real, it probably will the first time, don't sweat it. Just keep breathing, keep moving, and wait for the next word to come.
So what's the secret sauce here? Why does this simple thing work? Synergy. The slow movement calms your nervous system and drops neck tension, which literally opens pathways for blood flow. The deep breathing is pumping oxygen-rich blood straight to your neurons, giving them premium fuel. But the real magic is the dual tasking. By combining a motor task with a cognitive one, you're demanding attention from your frontal lobe, coordination from your cerebellum, and memory from your temporal lobe, all at the exact same time. It's like forcing an orchestra to play two completely different songs at once. To pull it off, your neurons have no choice but to build brand new connections.
All right, section 4. 4 weeks to mastery and how to level up your routine.
Because here's the thing, your brain is incredibly smart, and it will get bored and go on autopilot if you don't change things up. So we need to escalate. Week 1, stick to simple categories. Fruits one day, animals the next. Week 2, bump it up to letters. Name words that start with P, like pizza or park. Week 3, we bring in math. Try counting backward from 100 by threes while doing the arm movements. And by week 4, you're doing creative combinations, like naming world cities. The golden rule is super simple. If the exercise feels too easy, you have to advance to keep your brain actively searching and growing.
Finally, Section 5. Maximize your mental results. Let's talk about making this stick.
There are 3 huge pitfalls you need to avoid here. First, rushing. Whipping your arms around or breathing shallowly creates stress. And actually, Dr. Ben notes that stress is literal poison for your memory. Slower is always better. Second, inconsistency. Doing this for a few days and then bailing for a week won't build that neural highway. You need that daily rep. Try anchoring this 1 minute to a habit you already have, like right before you hit brew on your morning coffee. Third, distractions. No TV, no chatting. This is an exclusive 1-minute appointment with your own brain. Divided attention ruins the effect.
But hey, I've got a few secret boosters for you straight from Dr. Ben to really supercharge this. Number 1, chug a glass of water right before. Your brain is mostly water, and hydration is the ultimate pre-workout for your mind. Number 2, form a gentle smile before you start. I know, it sounds a little cheesy, but physically smiling tricks your brain into releasing neurotransmitters that actively boost your mood and dial up your learning capacity. And number 3, teach the exercise to someone else. Explaining it forces your own brain to organize the info, which mathematically locks in those new neural connections for you. It's a win-win.
So, we've seen that your brain's capacity to bounce back is absolutely extraordinary. It honestly doesn't care how old you are, it just needs the right push. So I'm going to leave you with this question. Are you ready to invest just 1 minute a day, that is literally 7 minutes over the next week, to take back control of your mind? You've got the science, you've got the routine, the ball is in your court. Are you ready to water that garden and watch it bloom? Try it out, stay consistent, and we'll see you in the next explainer.